Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. With the season winding down, thoughts are already beginning to turn to the playoffs. But you gotta play it out to the end. So these guys will need to keep the focus on this game and not start looking ahead to the postseason. It's the Giants going up against the Packers.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Again, it's Crowell. And he's got some space here. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall right near the 39. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. After the penalty, it's Crowell. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Kaiser now from the 50. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. It's caught at the 10. And all the way down to the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Here's Kaiser. trying to improvise. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll toss it to Crowell. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We can come up with a lot of different explanations here. None of them are going to work. At the 1-yard line and coughing it up, no way.
You got to protect that thing like it's your firstborn.
Your firstborn, your secondborn,
your
anyone. It doesn't matter. Take care of the football. You're in a position to go in and score. At worst, you've given up a chance to get 3 points.
Now a play fake here on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now it's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And it'll bring up third down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Draw play. Rodgers to Montgomery. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about.
Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Montgomery. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up 1st downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
They keep it with Crowell on 1st. Oh, look at that. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Isaiah Crowell, 79 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And now out come the Giants. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They begin with a run by Crowell. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. They'll run it again with Crowell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be third down. From the gun, Kaiser. Going up top from Miller. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Packers get set to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Rodgers to throw on second down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Shift together here from the D-line. Rodgers going to throw. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. Rodgers, the tight end, in motion here. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
A first down carry now for Crowell. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Final play of the half. Kaiser trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught at the 25. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken near the 13. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for second down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
Kaiser now on second down. Throw left side complete. That's Cannon. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And quick throw here. That's complete. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit right around the 31. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. Times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
They'll try the right side with Crowell. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Giants on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And he's got Miller. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They go back to the ground now with Crowell. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Here we go. Second down, Kaiser. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And some room to run now. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And that one makes it 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's a give to Crowell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Kaiser now. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Rodgers to Montgomery on the draw. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Rodgers hands to Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Rodgers now to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Following the interception, Kaiser. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
There he goes inside the 30. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 24-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now it's Crowell running right, and not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Crowell. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And, you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Rodgers to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back to throw, Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
They'll run with Crowell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Crowell. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground.